Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, you know this thing right here? This silly thing right here that I couldn't figure out in Enkanomiya? Guess what? You can find the Sealy by going down here and entering the cave, and then interacting with it, and I'll get these rocks here very fast. I am a little bit annoyed by how deceptive that is, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset with myself for not considering that possibility. I don't know if it's gonna be the final Sealy that I find in this crazy place, or if I'll even bother trying to find any more Sealies after this, but... Okay, give me my treasure chest.
One man's
It didn't give me any kind of,
gem.
It didn't give me any kind of reward, like achievement or anything. So let's go ahead, start up this quest. Traveler, have you found the bridle? Could you let me have a look at it? Sure thing, person. Ah, this is the divine bridle. The genuine article indeed. I never thought that the day would come when I might lay eyes on it once more. Traveler, tell me, whence did you get this? From Abiraku. From Abiraku no Mikoto himself? How strange. I remember clearly that he was a great figure from the days when our nation had just been founded. But it was said that he planned to usurp the seat of the Sunchild and was branded with the crime of treason. But since you say that you obtained it from his hands, perhaps there are hidden things at work that I do not understand. So, fate has decreed the bridle should resurface here. Ah, I can recall the faces of those children already. This way, I might finally atone for my failings. Traveler, place the bridle within the pool of the locust. With it, we can surely revivify their souls. Huh. Yes, that they may be made whole, and that they may walk the path to the next life hail. Okay. So, place. You better not be tricking me, dude. Well, this is something. Okay, talk to him again. Pyramuman. Yeah, Pyramuman. You did sell up books, saying that there must be a world outside our knowledge, though I did not believe you then. I always smiled and shook my head at your wild pronouncements. Alas, alas, I should have believed you. You said that one day you would escape the Dainichi Mikoshi and venture into paths beyond. Go now, Pyramuman. Let no one shackle you again. Go, be free. And you, Orupuso, I can't even... Yeah. What would I give to hear you sing again? There was no one who could hear your clear, pure voice, and did not wish to sing along in their hearts. The night before the rite of solar return, you suddenly wished to hear my voice. No matter what, you desired to hear me sing. You told me that no matter how terribly I sang, you would not laugh. You knew, didn't you? You knew that the solar return would be your last. And yet to the end, Climbing? I apologize, traveler. That was unsightly of me. The female official who serves the Sun Children is meant to maintain her purity. She shall never marry. Thus I had no children of my own in all my life. These children, whom I served and watched grow older, at some point they became closer to me than blood. Thank you, traveler. Thank you for finding the bridle. This passed through the hands of every Sunchild, and the memories it has inherited is enough to fill the gaps in their souls. Even though these memories are double-sided. Double-sided? Of course, in this case the memories are twofold. On one hand, you have your own memories, and on the other, you have others' memories of you. Thus the gaps are being filled by both the Sun Children's own memories imprinted upon the bridle, as well as the memories of them as the children who were blamed by Byaku Yakoku, of those who became the children of sin. My own memories are insufficient, and so I had to supplement them with those of the people of our nation. And it is thanks to these transgressions that have been laid upon them that they have now been remembered by Byaku Yakoku and can now leave their afterimage behind. Thank you, traveler. My greatest wish now lies fulfilled. I can finally be at ease. Yes, I can finally be with those children again. Interesting. Now I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to, since I don't think there's anything else to do here, I'm gonna go on over to Inazuma and start going into these places. So this is the first one I'm thinking of going to. Empty boat of 1,000 gates. This Tengu annex dwelling that floats upon the sea like a lonesome boat once played host to the somewhat famous Yugo 3, and this would later become the cage in which they, having despaired, spent the rest of their days. I'm pretty sure I never got this, that I never did this dungeon. If I have, then I'll just go to the next dungeon. I have several of them that I haven't done, I'm sure. I know that there's some I haven't even unlocked yet. Now, as far as Ningguang's hangout event, I really am thinking that I'm probably going to hold off on that in this video until the next one, just because I want a small break from hangout events. Okay. Yeah. So they recommend Pyro, Electro, Cryo, and I'm pretty sure that's the wind element. I already forgot what it's called. So let's go ahead and start. You know what? I'm going to stick with this team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'll be fine with this team. For the most part, they usually are pretty good at dealing with most stuff. Anyways, I'm glad to finally start doing these. Look behind me, make sure there's nothing back there. Is there anything... Well, I didn't mean to jump all the way down. I don't want to jump all the way down yet. Is there anything actually down there? It looks like you could fall through the floor there if you're not careful. What? Oh, maybe you're supposed to jump down. Perhaps this wall can be opened with some form of mechanism? Oh. You just select move. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can go over that wall over there, but I'm not going to now. Not unless I actually think that there's something that I can only get by doing that. But I'm pretty sure you can get in here, yeah, like this. Okay, I don't need to go that way yet. Anything in here? Just some oranges and... Oh, no, wait. A tomato and a potato. What's this? Pick up amulet. What? Oh, this must be for opening up this door over here. Okay. It probably even tells you that. It's probably like, you have to find the amulets first. This should be fairly simple to figure out. Okay, there definitely are treasure chests in here. I figured that there would be, but I wasn't finding anything until that moment. There should probably be one more, I would think. Of course, I could be wrong about that. Why did I think I saw something there for a second? You know what? I want to do something. Just make sure. Okay. Move that. Move this. Move this again. Maybe I'm wrong. The markings must be the key to progress. No, there's a total of 3 for sure. And the final one is behind this wall. So how do I get over there? Oh, probably through here. Yeah. I just didn't notice that that path was available. Is there anything... What's up there? Oh, I don't have Venti with me. For some reason, I thought I had Venti. But I guess... Yeah, whatever. Okay, good. Oh. There we go. Open the door to the next area. Is there anything around here? I can destroy these, obviously. Okay, this should be easy.
Solidify.
Defeat 2 opponents. I only see one.
Allow me.
Take
flight.
It may be as simple as defeating this guy and the domain will be done. Of course, I could be wrong.
My apologies.
Gotcha. Oh, this guy just got stronger.
By royal decree.
Whatever.
Before me. Solidify.
Hold the line.
Well, I can at least take advantage official against this guy. Come on, you. Go ahead and do that. Then that. You can't be frozen because I defeated the other enemy, unfortunately.
I will have order.
He actually like spawned in much later.
Stabilize.
For some reason.
Oz, reveal.
I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it was just the game being slow for some reason. Yay! Morning Dew's Moment. What's that about? Is that a artifact? I could probably quickly find out. Now I think about it. Crow's Eye. I've been waiting to do that for a while now. I keep forgetting about it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Morning Dew's Moment. Okay. It was indeed one of those. So let's exit here. And then I'm going to go on over to another domain. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is on this little island right out here in the middle of the ocean. So... Tutelage Nest of Ambition. Nestbed of Ambition, rather. A mansion that was set up somewhere outside the Sea of Fog. No one knows who built this place, but it seems clear that it is now nothing but a den of ravenous wolves. Okay, let's go ahead. It says Electro and Geo are recommended. So I'll stick with the team I currently have, because it worked fairly well for the other one. In fact, I don't even know why they recommended that I have all those different elements for that one. I mean, it was just those 2 enemies, I think. That was all I fought in there. It was very weird. Hopefully this one's a little bit more interesting. Defeat 22 opponents? Well... I suppose you could consider this interesting. Considering the type of opponents they are. Okay, you guys. Let's go ahead and put up another shield like that. And then get rid of a couple of them. Are they all going to be Rift Hounds?
Order guide you.
That would be crazy if they are.
Solidify.
They definitely remind me of like a ghost version of the Bishops. Although I'm assuming that these are actually enemies from the Void. And the Bishops are supposedly the enemies from somewhere else. Little Light Realm or something? I don't know. Anyways. Come on, you. I don't remember any of the details on that stuff, actually.
Stabilize.
Darn it. There. That corrosion effect really hurts. Oh boy. Okay, you. What's next? Oh, a couple of these guys? They threw the hard ones at me first, and then they give me these guys. That's funny. Okay, I'll take it. You'd think that challenges would become more difficult the further you get into them. Not easier. Oh, that was just a break, I suppose. Where'd they go? Whoa, hey you. Why'd you do that, huh? Why are you being so mean? Whoa. One of the Rift Hounds wasn't happy about something.
Order guide you.
Making weird barking and growling noises. Do that.
My apologies.
Hopefully, yep, good.
Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Please keep them trapped until they die, or at the very least, until I can finish them off. Darn it.
Hold the line.
Go ahead and do that. And another one.
Whirling snow.
Good. I gotta put my shield back up again.
As
Oh,
you wish.
so I've gotten 15 out of 20 so far. There we go, another couple easy enemies. Again, I have to wonder why. I mean, I doubt anybody finds these guys difficult anymore.
I will have order.
Ooh. Go ahead and do this.
Sakura swirl.
Darn it.
Rest and rebuild.
Well, this was awkward.
Solidify.
My apologies.
Please, freeze them long enough to die. Well.
Odds revealed by 7.
Okay, you. Enough of that.
Crumble.
I did the wrong thing.
Allow me.
Okay, come over into the water. Or don't. And he'll die in a second. Or so I
By
thought.
royal decree.
Quake.
Whatever.
Hold the line.
Entingling Bloom. I believe that's also another artifact, so that time I think it's a 5-star artifact. And that's it, right? No hidden treasure chest or anything like that in here? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is all the way over here. Palace in a pool. They say that long ago, seawater had yet to fill this pool. The moonlight was brighter back then, and it filled the pool instead, flowing freely like quicksilver. Tutelage. Umi Gozen's mansion. Once in the ancient mansion of Umi Gozen, famed throughout Inazuma, there was a window that could be used to enjoy wine and observe the flowers outside. Now the mansion lies empty, and only bandits and thieves dwell within. I wonder why there are two different descriptions for this particular one. I'm going to stick with the team that I currently have. It's been working for me so far. I mean, they might throw a bunch of regular hilly shells at me or something in this one, and it would have been really helpful to have. Or maybe not even those. Maybe they'll throw some, what do you call them, treasure hoarders at me. It would have been useful to have Venti, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Make sure there's nothing behind me. The layout of this place is looking very similar to that one that I did with the moving walls, so since that's the case, this wall seems to be stuck somehow, huh? Obviously, I've got to move these walls around first. Ooh.
It's my lucky day.
There we go. Something a little bit unexpected.
Take flight.
These guys are pretty easy overall. They're kind of like halfway between Hilly Churl and a treasure hoarder in some ways. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I was thinking something else. Let's move this. Break this wall. Whoa. There's nothing back here? Okay. It's not completely the same. They did decide to place these in slightly different spots. Oh, good. So I've got to move those. Claim these. Oh. The way that's designed is funny. I thought you could break that. Oh, treasure chest. Awesome! Claim this. Not claim this, I mean open this. What? It's stuck! How could it be stuck? If it's stuck, then there has to be a way to get it open, right? Maybe... I'll find out in a little bit, I suppose. Oh. Okay, so there are two of them. One of them's on the other side over here. With that being the case, let's move this one. Wrong way. Wrong way! I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to move that way. Okay, good. Maybe you have to grab them in a specific order or something? Who knows? I'll find out in a second if this will open. Nope. Definitely not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually confused. Okay. I don't know how that works, but hey, I'm happy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put those two in there and open this door and go further in and be confused for the rest of this video. Okay, these two are definitely treasure hoarders. Are there any treasure chests in here? Oh wait, no, one of them's a treasure hoarder. The other is a Pitsui? I think. Kind of interesting to see them working together. Oh. Wow, I would have definitely been better off with Venti in my party.
Take flight. Embrace the ice.
Whatever.
Oz revealed.
Ah,
Insubordination.
no. Official almost died.
Allow me.
Let's do this.
Covenant of the deep.
Kind of heal up Fischl a little bit. Come on. I keep getting frozen because of the one lady. And, well, actually, maybe it's not her. It's one of these guys. Where'd you go? You know what? You need to go.
By
I'm
royalty.
getting tired of you.
Then rebuild.
Die. Go. Sooner you fall, the better. Oh, crap.
Winter.
Now, there's a total of 4 more enemies left, but I only see 2 here, so that means that 2 more will appear after I defeat these 2. Oh, I thought that I got him. Guess not. Okay, there we go. Another one, and another one after that. Okay, good. I never thought that these guys would give me this much trouble, but it's mainly because I'm not used to fighting them without Venti anymore. Entangling Bloom, huh? Go ahead and claim all of that. And then, gonna exit here. I don't think that there are any more domains that I have unlocked already, so I may have to actually start unlocking some. We'll see in a second. Okay, yeah, from what I can see, this one right here and this one right here need to be unlocked. As far as like ones that have these bigger circles in the middle, these are actually for the talent level up materials and stuff, so it's not really the same kind of domain as this one, which is actually, you know, for getting treasures and stuff after you clear it. So let's go ahead and try to unlock this one right here, since I've never tried to before. I'm actually a little bit confused right now. Is this some kind of secret
Solidify.
entrance to where that is?
By royal decree.
Order
Who knows? We'll find out in a second. Nope, just a treasure chest.
Certainly worth the extra.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna worry about this one later because I don't want to have to search all over the place to find the entrance to this one. So, it's called the Shake Pavilion, huh? I'll worry about that later. For now, let's go to the Formation Estate. Hopefully this one's easier to find. This estate once belonged to a lieutenant of Orobashi no Mikoto, until he, the body of his god, and the sky were rent open by a flash of lightning. Okay, so it looks like it's right here. But it's got to raise up out of the ground somehow. So I'm assuming that this torch right here and over there and probably some other places. Oh, there's another torch and a Sealy. I imagine that all those are related to this. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! And I'm assuming that that'll unlock the
worth the extra
domain.
mile.
I didn't really see anything as simple as that over in that one area for the other domain. Let's see. So, activate. Tutelage, King of Thieves. Once a samurai residence, now occupied by bandits. Purge the evildoers from within this place. Now, for this one, I'm definitely going to have Venti. Because it doesn't
Ready
make
for a
sense to...
rehearsal?
When they say bandits, I'm pretty sure that means treasure hoarders and possibly the samurai-type enemies. You know, Kairagi and stuff. Okay, right off the bat, there are a couple of these guys.
Allow me.
Let's gather all of them
Think you can get away?
into the center. And, you know what? I should have done this. No!
I will have order.
No! It went poorly because, unfortunately, I had this pillar here. If that pillar wasn't there, it would have worked out just fine.
Let's play.
Oh, that Venti's ability actually kind of affects him a little bit, which is a bit surprising.
Stabilize.
Take flight.
You know, I can't freeze him right now because he's got that essentially like a super armor against that kind of stuff.
Brace yourself. Here we go.
Okay.
Allow me.
Thankfully, there isn't a time limit.
Another test subject.
I win. Almost.
Think you can get away?
Okay, let's stun all these guys. Then do that. Now I win. Okay, claim all this stuff. And you know what? I wasn't gonna do start up Ningguang's hangout event, but I think I am. I mean, I went through these domains way faster than I thought I would, and I don't know how to unlock the other one, and I don't really want to figure that out in this video because I have a feeling that, you know, it's probably hidden some cave around there, something that I can't, find, because I looked around there for a good, solid, 3 or so minutes before finally giving up. So, I circled around it and everything. Anyways, so yeah, I'll go over and start up Ningguang's hangout event. Let's actually start it up from this menu first. Begin hangout. Hangout event Ningguang. The Jade Chamber's returning guest. Okay. And that wants us to go all the way over into Liyue. I have to enter inside the Jade Chamber. Oh, there she is. The characters hadn't loaded in yet, so that's why I was caught off guard.
It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Oh, great. I have no idea what we would have done otherwise.
Huh.
I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here.
Bai Shi, Bai Wen,
This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
Bai Zhao. What happened?
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person to help. We had a very long discussion about it, but to no avail. I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow. This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone. The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest.
So you thought of me?
Yes, you were the person who came to mind. We may not have spent a great deal of time together, but I do place a great deal of trust in you. To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance, though I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best. It would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time. And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested. As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingency plan for everything.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you. But the fact is, your arrival here has rescued what was fast becoming a rather dire situation indeed.
If I have what it takes, I'll do it.
I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing. All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly. The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect. You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs, such as clothing and meals, and be on call for any other requests she may have.
That's... wow?
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment. All right. Please proceed to the office. Bai Shi will go over the work with you in more detail.
Bai Shi. Okay.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go. Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture. As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential. My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries. For example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume.
Your eyes are really sparkling right now. Are you in a trance or...
You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Bai Shi has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands, and rest assured that her performance will be nothing short of exemplary. I'm sure she was simply trying to share some of her enthusiasm, in the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand. Let's get into the details. Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience, while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she is well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met. I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience to ensure that you are fully equipped to perform your duties.
It's just basic daily routine stuff. It'll be fine.
All in a day's work for the traveler, Great. Then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duties. Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance, and...
133!
Yes, I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time. I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions at any point. First is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades. After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation. Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds.
Huh.
Right after that, there's...
Hold up. Do I really have to understand Ningguang's work in all this detail just to organize her schedule?
Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching tasks to time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that. You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise. Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your Plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point?
No, I think I'm good.
Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through. And we still need to leave enough time for you to prepare Lady Ningguang's schedule.
I think I know how to approach it now.
Already? Wow. You're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow.
I'll do my best.
I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work. I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing. If anything else is unclear, you can ask Bai Shi.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Alright, time to make a serious effort. You hand over the schedule you made to Bai Shi. 1. Eat, wash up, change, get ready to go out. 2. Meet businesswoman Luo Cao or Chow, I don't know, at Lioli Pavilion, eat lunch. 3. Meet 3 informants and exchange information. 4. Go to UA High Pavilion for a conference. 5. Light meal. Negotiate any outstanding materials from the conference. Return to the Jade Chamber. The specific times for the first 3 items are flexible and progress dependent. The conference in item 4 is scheduled for the evening. Arriving early is recommended.
Good. You factored in both priority and efficiency, and produced a rigorous and well-structured schedule. You've clearly considered it from every angle. Excellent work. You've got quite a knack for this.
I'm just glad they didn't make me actually put it together. Too kind.
Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady Ningguang wakes up and start preparing based on the schedule. With you helping out here, we will be able to focus fully on the auction. It will be quite a complicated affair.
I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Okay then. So now they want me to fast forward the time of day to, well, the next day between 7 and 8, right? Yeah. Okay.
Made for transferring
There we
commodities
go.
back
Now
and forth.
they want me to
And
go
those
over
that come
and
across
tell
Liyue tend to stay a
Ningguang
while.
to wake up.
So it is where many things come to settle.
Talk to Ningguang.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing.
That was weird. I thought that led
Good morning.
outside.
Did you sleep well?
I was the same as usual, I guess. Yeah, same as
That's
usual.
good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. Now then, the schedule. Let's see what you have for me today. Item 1. Lunch at Lioli Pavilion with Miss Luo Qiao. Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. I need to make sure I'm well prepared for this.
Is she a friend of yours?
No, someone I've never met before. Today's lunch will be our first time meeting each other.
It's just lunch. What exactly do you need to prepare?
She's paying a high price for my time, and I intend to make sure she gets her money's worth. Otherwise, tens of millions of mora is rather a high price for lunch, even one at Lioli Pavilion. Wouldn't you say?
Tens of millions?
That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing to pay for a lunch opportunity with me. To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. I too was rather surprised to see it become so expensive. Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made a rule that my time would go to the highest bidder. Gradually, it developed into a lucrative business.
It's like an investment?
Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy my time are business people who believe that whatever they spend now, they will make back several times over in due course. Naturally, for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market, the bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. All I can do for them is share whatever insight I may have. As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora, everyone has their own idea. There is no standardized way to measure something like this.
So this is how rich people think.
You're a very lucky person, you know. You get to sit in on this lunch for free. In the hands of a professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of mora.
Where's Paimon? Then I will listen and learn.
There's no need to be nervous, of course. Now, let's have some breakfast before we leave.
Okay. Usually Paimon would have chimed in at that moment. And we've handled millions of mora, you know, upgrading characters and stuff, so I don't know why Aether's that surprised.
Did you organize this entire breakfast?
I think maybe Baishi arranged it yesterday.
Uh-huh. I know what's going on then. Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chamber's chef's cooking. This kind of food tastes far less satisfying if left out for too long.
Thank you. You and Ningguang enjoy a fine breakfast.
What do you think? Is the food to your liking?
I ate so much more than I intended to.
Don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space, or you might miss out on some even better food. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes.
Do you usually eat your breakfast with... Oh, wait. Do you usually eat breakfast with your secretaries?
On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit-down meal. There is an awful lot to get done most of the time. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself.
I mean, I'm not a terrible chef, but still.
Relax, I'm just joking. Baishar probably made arrangements yesterday to add a few extra dishes to the breakfast menu. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. My secretaries and I are very grateful to you. Treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation.
It was as good as Jinyu Kiosk in Lily Pavilion.
Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't compromise on it. If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working. Well, I'm done eating. We should get ready, then head off to Lily Pavilion. I have some preparations to make first. Could you bring my clothes to my room, please?
You need a change of clothes?
I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that. Who knows? Perhaps you will have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits. I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. You can fetch it from her.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll be in my room.
Okay then, right over here.
Hello, how may I help?
I'm here to fetch a change of clothes for Ningguang.
Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment. I'll go and get them.
After a long wait, Longyang finally returns.
Here you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang.
That seemed to take you a while.
Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not just clothes either. There are all kinds of jewelry and ornaments. Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so everything's in a bit of a mess. That's why it took me a little time to find this for you.
Sounds like Ningguang has a huge personal collection.
Anyway, you can take it now. Thanks for coming to pick it up.
Okay then. Now I have to go this way.
Did you get it?
Yep. There you go, box of clothes. Give.
Ah, this is the one. Please, wait for a moment.
After a while, the door in front of you finally opens.
I believe you've seen this outfit before. It's one of my favorites.
I believe that was during the lantern rite?
I don't think I asked you what you thought of it at the time, though. What do you think? Be honest.
It suits you.
Phew. Thank you. I was actually a little nervous. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident.
self-confident?
If you're second-guessing how you look, you can forget about looking glamorous. Even the finest garments in the world would look out of place on you. That's why your affirmation matters so much to me. All right, let's head to Liali Pavilion.
Okay. Let's talk to Luo Chao. I think that's how she said her name was pronounced.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat. This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of him. He happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited him to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with him, too. Do you mind if he sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too.
Huh, I thought she'd introduce me as her temporary secretary.
I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. There's so many questions I'd love to ask you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Look at me, getting all overexcited. I'm Luo Chao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other markets. That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too. So, the rumors are true then.
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know, the rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having
Good
a
grief.
closer than average relationship. You haven't heard?
No.
Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
I need to be very careful how I answer this.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today. Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire him on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental, I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose.
Probably, based on the hangout event that we had with her.
Investment opportunities? Oh, do you mean the luminescent spine business? I hear that's been all the rage recently.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent spines to make it work?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames? I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say. But I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every mora you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
Hit the nail on the head.
You think so too, huh?
At least you do your research before you part with any money.
Okay, got it. If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything. Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with.
The business talk continues in this vein throughout
Lady Ningguang,
something.
thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I didn't know how much we'd get through, but you've answered every question I wanted to ask.
Good. I'm glad I could be of some help.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful business person in Liyue Harbor. You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would take me a very long time to come anywhere close to your level.
This is why so many people want to pay to spend time with Ningguang.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored?
No, I'm finding it all very interesting.
Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
Let's see. I'm a novice, but I was able to follow because you explained everything so clearly.
That means you also have a good head on your shoulders, and the ability to learn rapidly. If you are in need of Mora, you should absolutely consider doing business.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon.
Okay then.
Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? Although, I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Don't worry about them. They're very capable. We have time to go and check up on them if you want. We have time to go check
Good.
up on them.
Then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little. Come on. The auction is being held at Yujing Terrace.
Okay. So, to Yujing Terrace we go. Talk to the secretary in charge of preparations. Which one is that? Oh, by when?
Lady Ningguang, what brings you here?
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned. So I just came to see how everything is going.
We're about ready, and people are starting to arrive. I think we should be able to start on time.
Very good. I think I'll host the auction myself.
Huh? You want to do it yourself?
Yes. Just in case anything untoward happens. I can take care of it myself.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you. But we'll be sure to lend our full support behind the scenes.
Have you attended an auction before?
Let's see. Have I? In this game? My net worth isn't quite in that category. I don't think I have.
Would you like to participate this time? You don't have to bid, of course. Just experience the atmosphere.
Sure, that should be quite fun.
All right then. Feel free to take a look around the venue before it kicks off. Check out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in.
Okay. I wonder if I can actually get anything from this. So I could talk to people, but I think I'll focus on the items. Observe hairpin, writing tools, base. Let's observe the hairpin first. A fairly well-made hairpin, but there's nothing exceptional about it. Fine to buy in the shop, but can this really fetch a good price at an auction? Who knows? Observe writing tools, generic office implements. I guess they could brighten the place up a little. Still, it'd be cheaper to get one from Bolai. A plain-looking face with clear signs of wear and tear. Can't see any reason to bid on something like this. He's very picky, isn't he? Wait for the auction to start at 1600 to 1800, huh? Let's talk to Ningguang
While we're
again.
waiting for the auction to begin, feel free to check out the lots or just stretch your legs. Maybe you'll find something that catches your eye.
Let's sit down. And then advance the time. It
It's
booted
about
me out
time
of
to
the seat.
start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll kick things off.
Before we start, I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Are these auction items genuinely very valuable?
That's for you to make a considered judgment on. It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can accept, then you let someone else take it. Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the person who values the item the most.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yes, you should look forward to it.
The auction finally begins.
The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora. That's 10,000 mora for the teacup.
You'd never pay 10,000 more for something like this normally.
20,000.
30,000.
50,000.
Wow, this bidding is fierce. Let's say 60,000.
80,000. 80,000 over here.
I'll raise that to 100,000.
I mean, we have millions of Mora, so why not?
120.
130.
I swear, some of these bidders are just driving the price up for fun. All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
Sure.
150 once?
170?
180,000.
180 once? 180 twice? 180. Sold!
Oh, they wouldn't let me buy it.
Yeah, it's mine now.
I can't believe it went for 180,000.
Okay then. Moving straight on to the next lot.
One by one, the unexceptional items were sold for something.
You seem to be
What?
getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything.
Something felt off.
Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items could fetch such a huge price at auction. Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers? I'm sure they'll give you the answers you're looking for.
Okay. So let's talk to Little Bin first. Hello?
Today wasn't my day. Didn't manage to snag much. There were too many bidders, and they all seemed like experts to me. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction. Someday, I'll be the lucky one.
Okay. What about Ying?
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted.
Aren't you worried about the price being overinflated?
Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for. So how much I make just depends on how many people are even bigger fans of Ningguang than I am.
Zhao Fei, huh?
Huh? You want to know why I paid so much? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Because the previous owner was Lady Ningguang. Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but that's probably just because I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't know how to appreciate it. But I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich.
It's not too surprising. Okay, let's talk to Ningguang again.
Well, did you find the answer yet?
It's because everyone has faith in your judgment and aesthetics.
That's certainly part of it. But every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market in and of themselves. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. I wonder, is faith in me really the only factor in their appraisal of the item's value?
If not, then what else could it be?
You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, I have a million more effective ways of achieving that than hosting an auction. Every participant in this auction was handpicked by me, based on certain intelligence.
Sure enough, after some time has passed, one of the participants returns.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction. As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies of things like these? They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you. Everyone knows that you love more, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
You... Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business with you after that. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because you trusted me. But is that really the full story?
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands.
Oh.
When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for.
And I remember helping with that during one of the timed events.
A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me, and passed through several pairs of hands before finally ending up in yours, and those of your fellow bidders today.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me. Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine, and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of.
No wonder they had such blind faith.
So I ask you again, your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust, or was it greed? The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll return it. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
So that's why she was surprised when I bid on it.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him.
It all makes sense now.
The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Determining who has legal ownership would be an extremely long-winded process, with each item being assessed on a case-by-case basis. Even Yenfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my claims. I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. Least of all, when they'd be looking to make a handsome profit from my misfortune. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop to all this nonsense.
I hope I never end up on the wrong side of you.
I just wanted my things back. Hardly an unusual sentiment. At most, a little childish perhaps. Which is another reason why I didn't tell anybody about my plan. What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile?
The size?
Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force, while the energy within triggered that spectacular explosion. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, from the stone walls and wooden beams down to the smallest ornament, contributed to its total weight. But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it.
I hope you can get all your things back too.
Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. Let me show you what makes it so special. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this one now has the story of another age to tell.
The weight of a collection. None of the items that were offered up during that decisive battle shall be lost, no matter how small. Okay, let's save that picture, and this is where I'll be stopping. So, after I claim my prize, of course, from the ending rewards. Now, let's check the thing here as well. How many paths did I end up? Okay. So the next time I play, I'll be taking this path right here, which requires me to go back to the Liuli Pavilion. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and in the next video, I'll hopefully know how to unlock the one domain that's down here. I'll try to figure it out on my own, and if I can't, right here. I'll try to figure it out on my own, and if I can't, then I'll look it up and, you know, do it then. And then after that, of course, I'll obviously be doing the next part of Ningguang's hangout event. So, thanks again, see you next time, and bye-bye.